2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is delighted to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Farmers Insurance Open is about to begin. Pleased you could join us for this first round action. I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam in the booth. And it's hello to Henny Koyak down on the course, following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm pleased to be following this featured group, as there are rumours of quite a rivalry kicking off between these two players.
So it appears this player's target is to beat Ricky Fowler this week. That should be an exciting showdown, Henny.
Yeah, Ricky Fowler sounds like he's up for the challenge. On social media, he's been talking about this rivalry. Is Ricky ever not up for the challenge, though? He'll smile as he's beating you, that's for sure.
Yes, likes to kill him with kindness, does our Ricky. He is a wonderful fella on and off the course. And with a renewed confidence in his game, the new father's looking to shine here. This will be a tough challenge for our rivalry. Choosing the 9-iron here. And he's safely on the green with that shot. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
He's got to be careful this doesn't get away from him here. This is downhill.
Looking great now.
Now that's a good putt to hole any day of the week.
And that should calm whatever nerves this player has. Nice opening hole.
He's currently in a share of 6th. The second, a short par 4, one that the players like to take on these days, Rich. A good birdie look here.
They do. It used to be where you laid back on top of the hill and took a wedge, 9-iron sometimes for your second shot, but a lot of players now are challenging that bunker down the right-hand side, getting as far down there as possible, and just having a flick with a sand wedge in for their second.
Great shot. Second shot on the second. Now let's switch our focus to Ricky Fowler.
He's got some work to do, but he's only one back from his rival.
Let's catch up with the current proceedings. And here we are with the third shot. Wow, that almost went in the hole. This putt for par here.
Yeah, this is looking nice.
Well, that'll maintain the momentum. Nice par putt. Currently 1 under for the event. There are so many stunning golf holes on this entire property. And this third, the par 3 downhill, certainly one of the elite holes on the course.
It might be stunning to look at, but it is painful. Can be extremely painful to play. Downhill all the way. When they tuck the pin over on the left-hand side, forget about it. Never hit it there. Only when the pin is on the center or the right part of the green should you be taking dead aim. Other than that, center of the green all day long.
Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. You like that, didn't you? Oh, 13-footer coming up here.
This is their look at birdie. Now that's how you roll the rock.
Oh, that had eyes for it. Lovely shot.
This player is putting for fun.
He's in a share of 3rd place. One of the hardest holes on the entire property is the par 4 4th, Rich. It is a strong, demanding hole right from tee to green.
Very picturesque, this 4th hole. Pacific Ocean directly to the golfer's left-hand side. Don't be sucked in by the views, however. You want no part of that. And you certainly don't want any part of that fairway bunker down the right-hand side either. Find the fairway, and you've got a good chance at knocking it on this green in 2. Be wary, though. Anything long and left on this green is no good.
This one's looking good off the tee. That should find the short stuff. Sitting at 2 under. Currently tied for 3rd. Looks to be going with the 6-iron.
This needs just a little work to the left-hand side.
Not a bad play, that one. Now over to Ricky Fowler.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
And this putt to move into a tie for 2nd. It's on a great line. A wonderful putt. You can claim it. Back-to-back birdies. And with that, he'll move to 3 under par. Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. There's a real premium on your tee shots here at Torrey Pines South Course, keeping ball in fairways critical, and that is illustrated also by the par 4 5th.
This fairway cambers from left to right, which helps a fade on this hole. However, don't get too overzealous and pull it, because that fairway bunker down the left, that sees a lot of action. Second shot is a green that pitches back towards you from back to front. That's got a lot of movement over on the left-hand side.
Oh, this one looks to be heading down the runway. And what's in front of them there, Henny?
Setting up here from about 155.
Looks to have opted for the 8-iron.
Ooh, yeah, no, not where they wanted to go. This one's left.
Always frustrated by missing a green.
Gotta believe the wind affected the golf ball there.
Putting for a par now. And down she goes.
Unreal display this week with that wand.
Now let's switch our focus to Ricky Fowler.
Coming off a bogey on the last hole.
Here's Ricky Fowler's next shot.
Wind's blowing right to left here, and they're going to go ahead and ride the one in here.
Just one off the lead after that hole. Rich, there are a number of strong holes on this outward half, but the par 5 6th, the players are definitely thinking birdie here, but it's all set up by the tee shot.
It's a nice reprieve, this par 5. Just a little bit dogleg from left to right. Keep it shy of those fairway bunkers down the left-hand side, and almost every player will give it a go in two. This is a 3-tiered green with a low area over on the left-hand side that sees a lot of action.
This shot from the first cut of rough. Few players have had the kind of impact on the game that Ricky Fowler has, and certainly being a fan favourite, Rich. It's funny when you see grown men dressed head to toe in orange supporting this wonderful person, but I know he wants more out of his career bio than what he's got right now.
And he will definitely get it as well, Luke. He's too good of a talent, and he has too much ability to not be a great player and be on the top of the leaderboard definitely a few times during the season. He is definitely, if there is a Pied Piper in golf outside of Tiger Woods, I would put my thumb on Ricky Fowler, just because so many people go out there dressed in the orange gear that he has. And whatever he does, they just love it. He's engaging. He's affable. He looks like he is enjoying himself on the golf course, which I truly believe he is. He really is one of these players that's so dynamic and so fun to be around. You can't help but root for him week in and week out.
Nicely done. Now over to Ricky Fowler.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Didn't quite have the right stuff there. Trying to get it to 4 under with this putt. This is a good chance. Nice one. 4th birdie of the day. And with that, he'll move to 4 under par. Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. The par 4 7th, a little dog leg left to right. Again, positioning of the tee is key.
This fairway slopes pretty good from left to right. Players 1 has started out at the fairway bunker down the left-hand side and just hit a gentle fade off of that. Second shot here is to an elevated green. Don't go long whatsoever here. That's when the barranca and the canyons come into play.
Well struck. This shot is about 140 yards out. 1 stroke off the lead. Going with the pitching wedge here. They're looking to get this one close in hopes of saving par. Well, that's very crafty, isn't it?
Love watching this player around the greens.
He's got a par putt here. Let's see if he can make it. And there's no movement on the leaderboard after that hole. We head up the hill away from the ocean here at the 8th hole, Rich. A lovely par 3, but all the challenges in the green.
It is. It's very wide, not very deep. Players going in there with kind of mid-irons to short irons. Uphill the entire way. Difficult to get it on that back level when they stick the pin all the way on top.
Well, good-looking shot here. That's headed towards the green. Outstanding approach shot. Oh, these are good for the momentum, these ones. Right on 8 feet. Good stroke. Well done. Take the birdie. And with that, he'll move to 5 under par. And stepping up the standings after that effort, the par 5 9th is a monster over 600 yards, Rich. Challenging, to say the least.
I think the challenging part about it, Lucas, is just straight away. You have to hit a straight tee shot, a straight second shot, and a straight third shot to find the green in 3. It really is just that simple and straightforward. The green does have 2 tiers on it, but for the most part, Luke, it's an inviting third shot.
Rich, we know these days with the PGA Tour, the wraparound schedule, the tour begins in the fall, but really it's felt at the start of any new year that every time you come to Torrey Pines, the big stars come out to play. It feels like the authentic start to the season.
It certainly does that, and I think that the big-name players, the accomplished players, love coming here to Torrey Pines because it's going to give them a gauge of exactly where their game is at and what they need to work on. Because you can't go around either the North or the South course and geek it around. You have to be on your game. You have to drive the ball well. Your iron play has to be spot on, and your short game better be sharp, because if not, you're going to shoot a million. Both of these golf courses very challenging, but they're fair. And I think that's what the players love about it. If you're in a good zone mentally and everything is going well physically, you can produce a 64 or 65. But if you're hitting it poorly and you're not thinking squarely, I'm telling you what, 77s and 78s come into the equation real quick.
Oh, that's a high caliber shot. Now let's switch our focus to Ricky Fowler.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
15 feet out. He's been staring this one down. This for back-to-back birdies.
Oh, just missed. In she goes. Let's head to the next. So, Rich, 9 holes in the books. What do you make of the performance so far in this rivalry?
Well, they are doing better than their rivals, so that's good news, but there still is lots of golf to play. Should provide us for an entertaining week, that's for sure.
Looks like they put a good swing on that one. That should find the short stuff. After a very consistent run of play over the last half a dozen starts or so, Rich, this player's coming with a whole heap of confidence, and they look to me to be one of the players to beat. Do you agree?
We've seen this player time and time again contend for tournaments, and it is no surprise to see him doing it once again this week. It is so fun watching this player. They're in top form. Looking good.
And that putt will give them birdie number 6 on the day. And that will take him to 6 under. It's time to check on the leaderboard.